a giant.
What's up, guys? I am feeding the hogs today. I got Mr. David Alligood coming in a couple days. And that is bread, honey buns, bagels, peanut butter powder, and of course I got the covert cell camera ready to go. So I'm gonna go bait up a couple more spots, and he'll be coming in on I think he's coming in Friday. So see if we can't get him one. So
All right, me and Mr. David are walking down this fire break. Got a bunch of hogs down here in the food plot. And Mr. David,
hey guys.
Anyway, we fixed some rush down here real quick. We got the wind perfect, so see if we can't go ahead and kill one before dark. So y'all stay tuned. Draw back. Dang it. He's done.
This episode of Genesis Archery is brought to you by J.B. Clark Oil Company, Roach Farm and Garden, and Covert Scouting Camera.
Thank you, Josh.
What just happened?
What just happened? Well, you told me we was gonna sneak up on a hog, and we snuck up on a hog, and he didn't go 15 yards and had a bipolar episode and fell out in the middle of the field.
Hey,
good shot. That's what I'm talking about.
Obviously the hog was standing here in the feed, and the blood trail started immediately. I mean, there it is, you can see it. It just started immediately, and it just continues on across the ground. You can see it without my light. Use Josh's light, but there it is. It's just solid. The knock's gone. The knock's still in the hog.
knock's gone.
The knock's gone. The knock's still in the hog. They wasn't a very tight fit when I stuck them in there. It was kind of loose. The knock's in the hog. Guarantee you that's where the knock is. I want to thank Josh Knight for Genesis Archery and bringing me out after hours this evening. It was a really fun time. Nice little sow. About a 25-yard shot, a 25-yard recovery. You see that bipolar broadhead. It was a little bit of a high lung shot up high, but I mean, it don't really make any difference because the hog didn't go 25 yards. It was a blast. Josh said they would be here. Covert cameras and that cell signal stuff is amazing because he knew they were coming, and we waited till they showed up and they were here. I made a good shot, and here she is. Ready to roll.
Get it cleaning.
Let's go, baby.
This episode of Genesis Archery is brought to you by J.B. Clark Oil Company, Antler Extreme Supplemental Deer Feed, Real Tree Outdoors, and Bipolar Broadheads. Alright, what's up, guys? Hope everybody's doing good. Just shoot my bow a few times before I go out this evening and put some hogs on the ground. Covert cameras are sending me pictures while I'm at work. It's real cold. It's supposed to be like 30 degrees tonight, so I get them up moving around a little bit, munching on my corn and do a little spot and stalk. Y'all stay tuned.
You see him? He's right behind that cedar tree. You see him? You see him? You see his head? I just juked him. Keep your light on him right there. Just hang on a second.
Well, me and Todd just come out here and snuck up on this bull hog. And I shot him laying down right here and he didn't go nowhere. He's laying down right there.
I told you smoked him. How amazing was that?
That's a giant.
How amazing was that?
That's a giant.
Is it? I told you. How amazing was that? Only way we could have snuck up on him is so freaking windy, man.
Dude, that hog's gonna charge us.
I told you.
Dude, he didn't move.
I told you.
He just laying there. Right when I shot him, he just had moved and then
Yeah, I know. I told you it's so windy. Hey, it's just lucky I was able to see him with the thermal.
Y'all, this is a giant boar hog. I mean, a giant. He was just bedded down in the edge of the woods, just laying there, and I shot him. He just twitched a couple times, dead at bipolar, just pulverized him. That's crazy. Yeah, he just had his head up laying there. Big old hog.
Right through the shield, that's what I'm talking about. Tim's gonna love that, ain't he?
Man, that's a giant. All right, y'all, this was one of the craziest hunts I've ever been on. We come out here with a thermal, with my bow, and we got right up on this big. This hog's got to weigh 200, at least 250. I don't say that very often, but this is a giant boar hog. And we stalked right up on this hog on the edge of this privet. And this turkey right here, the wind was blowing so hard, he had no idea we were in the world. He was just laying there. I don't know if he was about half asleep. He had his head up, and I shot him and hit him right here in the front of the shoulder, and he twitched like 2 times and didn't even move. Just a giant hog. I mean, I never had one do that. It was wild. But that bipolar just eat him up. But we fixing to get the thermals back out and see if we can't find another one, man. I love this. This is fun. With the green lights, stalking around, finding these hogs, getting the wind on them and going right up to them. It's definitely fun. I think I got everything. Man, that's a big old hog, ain't it? That's crazy. That's probably one of the coolest hog hunts that I've ever been on. I've shot a lot of hogs and a lot of them at night with my bow, but just the thermal and sneaking up on him and not knowing how far you are from him, and it was just really cool. And it was so windy that he didn't have a clue we were in the world. We had the wind on him. He was just bedded down with his head up, and he was quartered to me real hard. And when I shot him, I mean, he didn't flinch but like 2 times and he was dead. He didn't get up and run or nothing. It was just wild. I guess hit him in the front of the shoulder. It just pulverized him, poleaxed him. You know, we come out here and hunt these hogs. And anybody just shooting a hog and leave him laying there, just say you shot a hog. You know, this is my favorite part. I eat wild game almost 7 days a week. I live off wild game, so it's just a way of life for me. How pretty that is. This episode of Genesis Archer has been brought to you by J.B. Clark Oil Company, Antler Extreme Supplemental Deer Feed, PSE Archery, and Covert Scouting Cameras.